I'm Muffin, and I'm half-ass ready. So, Merry Christmas. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. Um, I hope everybody gets to spend some time with their family, time away from the job, time to take a minute after this long year and thank God for what they have and that they're still here and hug your families. So, I thought about what I needed to talk about tonight, and look, we all need to be prepping. The world's on fire. Um, our country's on fire. The damn TV news isn't reporting it, okay? But our country's on fire, man. So we all need to be prepping. And there's 1,000 things that I could talk about that might be useful tonight, but I don't normally do politics on my channel. I try to avoid it a lot. But I've just got to do some politics tonight. I've got to stand on my soapbox for a minute. Look, I think the best team won. But that don't mean we're out of the woods, okay? All of y'all who know me, but we're not out of the woods. This latest debacle with this continuing resolution can that they've kicked down the road. So it's just another perfect example of the mess that is the swamp that is DC. And all of y'all, and I hear it all the time, who think Trump's going to solve every issue you have. Well, I got news for you. Y'all best keep their damn feet to the fire. Because they're going to do what's best for them. Politically, monetarily, philosophically. They're going to do what's best for them. Like I said, I think we got the best team on the field right now. But we can't let down, okay? If you're not political, and I dig that. It is a damn mess, and it is a complicated mess, and it's a frustrating mess, and it's a piss you off on a daily mess of the vast bureaucracy that does control this country. And the mediocrity that we have put in charge of it, either by political appointments or elections. We continue to put mediocrity in DC. And I deserve better than mediocrity. You deserve better than mediocrity. We need to start finding some candidates who are true leaders. And I don't think we have them in DC right now. So, I guess the political thing I want to talk about now is what you and I need to be doing, right? We need to be dropping those emails to our congressmen and our senators and the president and the governor and your state legislators. And if you don't know who they are, you probably need to do a little homework. Because I know we're getting it rammed up us every chance they get in D.C., but believe me, I live in North Carolina, so down in Raleigh, I'm getting the rod even harder. So, I try to pay attention to what's going on down there too. So, that's my Christmas message. So, I'm enthused. I feel like our country's taking a step forward in the correct direction, but we've got a long way to go. And those of you who don't understand this continuing resolution thing, these appropriations bills that they're supposed to have been working on in Washington while they're busy trying to try Hunter Biden or Donald Trump or whoever while they're figuring out how to nail Matt Gaetz to the cross. How, you know, whatever side's in charge, the other side guy that they need to crucify. Um, you know, we piss a lot of time away in Washington D.C. talking about crap like that when we ought to be working on not putting our great grandchildren in debt. And that's full circle back around to the prepping side of this thing. Because if they really grab that bull by the horns, it's going to be economic pain for me, for you, for everybody you know, okay? When they tackle a $36 trillion deficit, honestly try to balance a budget and honestly try to pay what we owe, that's economic hardship for you and me. We don't have any choice. These entitlement programs have to be addressed. And they proved last week that they're not going to address those things. Okay? They kicked the can down the road again until next year. Trump flat out told them, look, you got to raise the debt ceiling for me. Which means he's going to spend a shit pile of money too, right? He spent a shit pile of money when he was in last time, y'all. Okay? I kind of like where he spent the money. That isn't the point. The point is, they're spending money that we don't have, and we're borrowing it from our adversaries. People who wish us not to exist anymore. Okay? People who wish they could control you and I. And we're cowboys, right? We're rednecks. We're mountain folks. We're hillbillies. Whatever you want to call yourself. It's the independent nature of who we are, right? And this is my audience, okay? The people that I talk to, they're independent, okay? They're rednecks, they're hillbillies, they're whatever the hell you want to call them, right? So, look, it's the mountains of West North Carolina. It's nice and cold tonight. It's pretty chilly in my shop. I really don't want to stand on my soapbox and preach politics. I just felt like I needed to get some of this off my chest. Here's my advice, though. Here's the prepping side of this thing, okay? Don't stop getting ready, right? Don't stop getting ready to take care of your family when you know nobody else is going to come take care of your family. Don't stop taking care of your Second Amendment rights, because believe me, your Second Amendment rights protect you against the left. They protect you against the right. They protect you against tyranny. That's what the Second Amendment's about. So, here's your prepper jobs for this month, okay? Figure out who your elected representatives are if you don't already know. Find their email address and email them and let them know, hey, I'm watching. The primaries are coming up. I'm still voting, right? Just because my guy won or your girl lost don't mean it's time to stop, right? So get educated on who you're supposed to vote for and who's supposed to be looking out for you. Secondly, those preps that you need to prep for the wintertime, and it's here, and it's not going to get warm again for a minute around here. Get those winter preps in, man. Make sure you're getting those winter preps in. And hey, yeah, it's cold and it's nasty outside. You better make damn sure your AR-15 works when it's snowy and rainy and cold. So get your ass out there and train with it too, right? Do some dry fire exercises in your home. Look, if you don't want to dry fire, practice reloads with your handgun. Practice reloads with your AR. One of the things I have the most problem with, my reloads. So, yeah, we're going to spend a lot more time indoors. but we need to know that we can go outdoors. So let's be prepared for that, right? Let's work on those preps. Let's work on cold weather preps. But let's work on covering our assets, right? Let's work on covering our assets. Because your guy's in DC now, don't mean you can bend over and pull your pants down, okay? That guy may ram one up there too. So I'm just saying. But look, thank y'all for continuing to put up with my bullshit and watching what I do. We, as this group of preppers, and I realize our group has gotten bigger over the last, since I started this stuff, it's gotten bigger. But, and I know you don't want to spread the news on your prepping, but we need to get more people in our prepping group, right? We need to get more people prepared because that's less people we have to worry about killing later on or taking care of later on, right? So let's work on getting everybody prepared, and let's work on our mutual assistant groups, okay? You really need to think about who you want in your group and who you want helping you, who's going to help you, who's going to be a burden, who's going to be an asset. Think about those things. Because look, maybe you have a elderly parent who can't be an asset, so you know it's going to be a burden. I'm not telling you to throw your parent, not telling you to throw anybody you love out the gate, but you have to overcome that deficit with an asset. So think about that this winter, man. Think about what it takes to keep your house warm, right? Think about what it takes to get water thawed out that's frozen, right? Think about those things and address those preps while you're sitting in your warm house with electricity. You know, it's still here in Western North Carolina, and there are still folks, and it's cold right now. It's cold. It's 22 degrees inside my shop right now. It hadn't got above 40 all day. There are people living in tents here in Western North Carolina, and in upstate South Carolina, and in Southern Virginia, and in Northeast Georgia, from Helene. They're living in tents tonight. So remember them in your prayers. Help them if you can. You know, I see it every day here. My son sees it every day here. There's still a lot of need in Western North Carolina. There's a lot of need everywhere. I know that. I know Florida got hit with Helene and Milton, and I'm sure there's need in Florida too. So let's step outside our comfort zone, man, and do what God's commanded us to do, and help our neighbors and treat others as we would like to be treated. And don't bank on the damn government to do it for you. So I'm going to sign off on a positive note. Merry Christmas. Remember why we're celebrating Christmas. It ain't a fat guy in a red suit. It's our Heavenly Father who came to earth to save us from ourselves. So let's remember the reason for the season, but hold your families close, man. Like I say every time I sign off, tell the ones you love that you love them. This is Muffin. Let's get full ass ready.